Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking Under Protest. Today we are making the chicken orzo. And this is a modified recipe, and I'm modifying it even further because the recipe calls for capers, which I don't like, and I like to add feta because it's delicious. So, start off with the chicken breast, about pound and a half, and you want that over medium-high heat. And I have some I have olive oil in the pan because I like the extra virgin olive oil. It says cooking spray. I don't like cooking spray in my pans. Now I'm trying a new method to hold my phone. I don't know why it keeps showing my hand. That's weird. Whatever. Anywho, so that's going to cook over medium-high heat. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes. So, I'm going to set the camera here. Timer, sorry. Alright. So you can see what we're doing. Alright, while the meat is cooking, now that is chicken. You could use turkey. You could go vegetarian and whip out the tofu. Pretty much anything. Any kind of protein that you wanted to have, you could totally use. Alright. We're going to work on cutting up vegetables that we'll be using. So what's great about this dish is how many vegetables it does have in it, because you've got peppers, tomatoes, and zucchini. I like to use one zucchini. That's this guy. And a zucchini is also known as a green squash, because this is a yellow squash, and I like to use one of each. Because why not get a little extra color and flavor into a dish when you can? Makes sense. Now don't mistake a zucchini for a cucumber. They do look similar on the outside, but are completely different things, because I'm allergic to cucumber, so I know that for sure. Totally different. No idea why I'm allergic to cucumber. No clue. But, yeah, makes me sick every time. Okay, so our veggies are washed off here. Now this is once again a rolly kind of thing. You see that, right? Yeah. It has this nice firm end on it, see? I'm going to start here. Just cut right down. Go back up. Slice that. See, it's still intact. Now we're not going to cut this top piece. Where that stem is, we're not cutting that. We're only going about a 1/4 inch close to it. And just bringing our knife out, making these nice long vertical slits. The stem will hold this all in place. See? In place. And my stem over here, of course, broke, so I've got to inch down just a little bit further. Any of these things happen. It's fine. None to worry. Point is, I can still pick this up and see, it's all together. So, cut off that little bit of end. Where did my trash bag go here? Okay. Fingers tucked in. Making our cuts even. It's about 1/4 inch. Now, as you can see, because we did those slices, see? These are all cut. These are all cut into the right size that we want them to be. And that didn't take very long. We didn't have to do 800 different little cuts to make that happen. And that is why we do it that way. Because it speeds things along. We're not ready for the zucchini in the pan yet, so we're just putting that into this bowl, which we will later use to eat this deliciousness. Chicken. Make sure it's cooking on all sides. You don't want to have a piece of pink chicken in there, because, you know, that would be dangerous. And as that will be beeping at us in a second, we're going to start the water for our bouillon. We need 18 ounces of chicken stock, which, oops, wrong measuring cup. There we go. This measuring cup has it. 18 ounces is there. A little over 2 cups. That's still working, that's fine. So, now if it seems strange to you that it would be a little over 2 cups, why 18 ounces? Because that's the size that it comes when it comes in a can. Yep. That's the reasoning. However, I'm not using canned broth. I have these. Starbucks sodium-free chicken bouillon. And we'll put those into our broth, which is microwaving, and I have a wooden chopstick inside the measuring cup. You don't have to do that. However, the wooden chopstick gives a space for bubbles to form, and the bubbles cause the water to boil better and not explode. It's the whole thing about microwaves. You wouldn't do that on a stovetop because stovetops heat from underneath. They're not microwaves. They don't use microwaves to heat things. It's a whole science thing, and if you want to know more about the science of that, Google, or whatever form of search engine you prefer. Alright, that meat is going to have garlic, seasonings, and broth. Italian seasonings. Could individually pull out your basil, oregano, rosemary, whatever. Or you can just get yourself a thing of Italian seasonings and move your life right along. Garlic. In case you've missed previous episodes, I saw them use this on Quarantine Kitchen with Alton Brown. Good enough for their household, good enough for mine. Though it was Elizabeth's, not Alton's, but I know I don't measure my garlic. You know why? Because I like garlic. And much garlic I like. And sometimes you gotta do what makes you happy. Because this world is just... life's too short, kids. It is too short for somebody to tell you how much garlic you're allowed to have in your meal. There was a rotten piece. I'm just cutting that off because... yeah, it's fine. Nice and hard. Not rotten. Not a big deal. Okay. Water's hot. Taking our chopstick back out. One packet going in. Alright, now that is all added. We need that to simmer, and then we add the orzo and cover it. And that's going to be a cup of orzo once that simmers. We'll give that a few seconds to get to its simmery point. And once it does simmer, it's going to be 6 minutes, which is how much we already have on our timer. Convenient, that. Nice and flat. A lot easier to cut. Nice and flat. Just cut around that. A lot easier to cut when it's in the strips, see? Otherwise you end up doing this meal. That's why we use the strips. Sorry if that made a bad sound in your ears. I'm on a bit of a time crunch. I have to get going soon. There's one problem with this. Attempting to cook first. So anything that should only take 20 minutes or 30 minutes ends up taking me 40 minutes. Vastly unfair. But our zucchinis are all completely cut now. And our pot is simmering. So, we've got a cup of orzo. This is orzo. It's just pasta. It's in a cute little shape. Tiny, minor little stir just so all the pasta is in the water. You don't want your pasta sitting above the water, because how's it going to cook if it's above the water? Right? Logic. Okay. Orzo lid, 6 minutes. And then we will add our vegetables, and then 2 minutes. And after that, parsley and the feta cheese, and serve. You're not going to get to see all of that because I will be leaving, and I will be adding my vegetables when I get back, so that this will all be nice and... Oh, I had a piece of eggplant still in here. Yeah. And where you can cut up a tomato for the recipe, I'm going to end up just putting in these, because it works out to the same size. And why am I cutting more stuff if I don't have to? Now, our bell peppers that we cut up the other day for the pasta eggplant recipe, I used my knife for those. And that is the correct way to cut peppers, using the knife. But what I'm showing you is a shortcut way. Now these are kitchen shears, come with a lot of knife blocks, and if your knife block didn't come with one, you can generally shoot down to the dollar store and find them, because this is America. Yeah, just going some vertical cuts. Vertical cut. I don't know why I like to do it this way, but for some reason it's faster for me to cut peppers with the scissors, especially after they've already been cut into strips. And I will save. We'll see. Certainly is giving me more space on my cutting board. Orzo is a small pasta, so it does cook relatively quick. 6 minutes is not very much, not a very long time. We do have just enough peppers for this recipe. Now, how many servings this makes and how many people can eat it depends on you and your family and how much you like it. Makes about 3 servings in my household, because this is, of the things I make, this is my husband's favorite. So it goes over pretty well in my household. And I have made it with the leftover Thanksgiving turkey, chicken obviously, with leftover pork chops. So yeah, there's definitely possibilities. It's a very versatile recipe. I've never actually tried making it with tofu, but I have other recipes that I've used tofu in. And if you're curious about recipes that have tofu, you should definitely leave me a comment and let me know. Okay, so the peppers are all cut up. The zucchini and yellow squash is all cut up. My tomatoes are washed off, ready to go. And I've got parsley on standby. I have feta cheese, but it's in the fridge. And I don't need to be pulled out and part of it coming up to room temperature while I'm gone. That's not good. So, in 40 seconds, my pasta will be done. I'm just gonna actually just turn that off now and pull it off of the heat, because that is just going to sit there soaking up with goodness. Actually, we're gonna put all the stuff in. It'll all soak together while I'm gone. And that will all just merge into deliciousness while I'm gone. When I get back, just give it a little bit of heat. And we'll be ready to eat. There you go. It's colorful, it's flavorful, it's delicious. Like, comment, tell me what you're interested in, subscribe, and we'll see what we can do later on. Have a great day.